back in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Off camera, I hit level 69. Proud of me, right? So we're going to take this chimera that I fused in an earlier video that happens to know Fog Breath and War Cry. We're going to fuse it with this Yatagarasu I made in an earlier video that happens to know Mana Aid, Mana Refill, the debuffs, and we're fusing this into the Harlot. So check this out. Fog Breath, Violet Flash, Mana Aid. Now, best case scenario for me would be actually Fog Breath, War Cry, Mana Aid, but just, I don't want to sit here all day. I am playing this under a bit of a time limit since I am planning to upload these back to back if possible. So I kind of have to take what I can get to a certain degree, and Violet Flash by no means is a bad move. It's going to give her a light move to actually hit anything that's vulnerable to it. And the other thing to point out is she's going to learn Dekunda, so she's going to be replacing Parvati for the coming fights. Now, if you know, she repels physical, drains electric, nulls light, darkness, and the status effects. Very, very broken. Now, of her moves that you can't quite see, one of those is focus. So you can focus and then have the heads go crazy if you want. It's up to you. But I plan on replacing Makajamon. That's Silence, I believe, which is kind of lame. And I just need to hope she actually gets something else that's kind of worthwhile. Otherwise, I'd probably be best off fusing her with a Matama to give her Dekaja too. Thing is, Daisojo has that, and as long as I don't plan on replacing him, that should be fine. If I were to bench Wukong, it would probably be for Trumpeter. Now, it would really suck if this had a mistake. By the way, I don't know if you noticed, but the Cathedral had different music playing. The Deathstone lost its brilliance. Listen carefully. I am Fiend, the Harlot. Now entertain me. See, different music. And the reason for that being is this is fusing different stuff. So I need to part ways with something. I need one extra space. So I need to look at the table and try to figure out, because I want to fuse a Tyrant, and then I'll explain more in a moment. Okay, some more fusion stuff. So we're going to take the Megami Skithach, combine that with the Vile Habaki to give me the Tyrant Loki, and I wanted him to have Watchful and Retaliate. So we're going to go ahead and fuse this. You'll notice he resists physical, magic, ailments. He basically has no weaknesses, but he does not nullify anything either. Loki of the Tyrant Clan. And then I don't even know if I can get... Wow, this is almost all my money. I'm seriously sitting on 200 Maka now. So, to give you a bit of a rundown. Well, we have the Harlot now. You can see who I'm using. I still want to have the guys with Watchful so they get closer to evolving. Loki is here because we need to sacrifice him later. And why the music in the cathedral is different, you ask? Well, it's because I'm cursed. And right now, I actually cannot afford to get uncursed. So we need to make a little detour into the junk shop to sell some stuff we don't need. Life stones, perfect. I think it costs 400 Maka to remove a curse. Yep. So I used Anathema to get myself cursed, and where I'm going, I'm going to need some darkness protection, so I'll probably be using Satan for that one. I went ahead and learned Wind Cutter from Gandari. I got rid of Ice Breath. I did that at level 68. I'm going to keep using Gandari until we actually get a little bit further in. I want to get Spiral Viper, it's just going to take me some time, and in case you're wondering, Kakasuchi has to be half full for the Harlot to appear. If you notice, I'm at 5/8 when I walked in here because I came out, walked around for one tick, and then I could get Loki. And if you're wondering how to get the Harlot, you have to fuse a Tyrant during half Kakasuchi while cursed. Yeah. In case you're wondering, you have to be cursed for Trumpeter also, as well as the Pale Rider, but if you want to fuse Tyrants, Haunts, any of those dark affiliated demons, yeah, you need to be cursed when you go in there. That causes the music to change and everything, and yeah. But anyway, here begins the Hell Run. So for this, you want to make sure you have guys who have healing spells in your, like in your reserve. So we have Queen Mob, Parvati. Does Spartan have anything for us? No. Loki doesn't. Daisojo's with the group, so he doesn't count. Nothing from Persky. Wukong's with the group. He has a Stoma for us. We do have Prayer, but that can only be used in battle. Worst come worst, we have the Raykarm. So Throne will learn Mei Rahan eventually, it's just he doesn't have it now. And then the Harlot's all about pain. Go figure, right? So right now we want to go into the 4th, and I'm going to make a beeline straight for the boss. If you can beat Beelzebub, then it's much, much, much safer to navigate this place. But the 4th Kalpa is the one that requires all the backtracking, so over the course of this video we will be going back to the 1st Kalpa, the 2nd Kalpa, the 3rd Kalpa, as well as various parts of Asakusa. Oops. So I kind of do need to get these, and I missed. That was 100 backup. Yeah, I prefer this in Sonic 2, personally. 101 mecha, and how banged up am I for my trouble? Wukong... he doesn't count, he was wounded on the way in. Pasahapa. Turn back right now, it's dangerous ahead. Not only is it dangerous, it's very dangerous. I mean, it's extremely dangerous. If you still insist on going, I won't try to stop you, but... make sure you go straight. Don't ever, ever turn left, okay? Please believe me. Good advice. One I will heed. So every time we take a step, we lose half our health. Keep an eye on the compass. You want to make sure that you heal up before it goes red. So you'll see we're almost down to single digits there. So we're going to pop a Mei Rahan with Queen Mob. They'll give us a brief respite. And I think he's over here. Dr. Dark, I presume? Yeah. So how much are you gonna gouge me for? 15,000? Don't have it. You're out of luck. So yeah, keep in mind I do not have that safety net under me. The cursed areas in this labyrinth were created by the Wicked King who's in the room ahead. The curse will be lifted if the king is defeated, so if by some miracle you manage to defeat him, you might want to go back and revisit each Kalpa. You know those golden doors that are in different parts of the labyrinth? I heard there's a guy who knows how to open them. If you're lucky, maybe you'll run into him. Of course, I highly doubt that he'll last long against the Wicked King, let alone defeat him. So a couple things to talk about. The enemies you find here are the ones you'll find in the Diet Building in the Yurakucho Tunnel. So I'm about equal strength to them, and I'm getting decent EXP from the fights. I'm going to gamble that I can actually take down Beelzebub, and we're going to go from there, but... this will take us down to the... I forgot what they call this area. We call the corridor ahead the 12 meters of eternity. It's only a short distance to the other side, but every time you enter, you end up somewhere else. You'll see what I mean once you try it yourself. So, don't enter there. To make this easier on yourself, get to New Kagasuchi. So, seriously, walk in a circle. So you can run into Gira Melkala here. That is the thing that we fought before we fought Takahagi. He can be hit with light spells now, but he is still unable to be harmed by physical attacks no matter what. So just a heads up, if you run into one of those, do not spam your area of effect moves, go single target, and then don't be afraid to pass turns and so on. I do have Wind Cutter in case I run into him. So this sucks. Compass is red. I need to get into a fight before I open this door. Okay, final stretch. So here we want to pop a Stoma. In case you're wondering, Liftoma does nothing for the curse tiles. But he's on the right side. We can cut this. Actually, it's faster this way. So just keep an eye on your compass. Everyone's in single digits, so Queen Ma, please remedy. Our leader's room is there. Be careful. So it's starting to get dark. We're gonna have Pravati use Mediarama, just in case I get into a fight. And I don't really care what the soul has to say. Oh wait, that's a cube. I think I may have made a wrong turn. In case you're wondering why my HP is so weird, it's because life refill is kicking in. Yeah, I did make a wrong turn. We're at 100. Now we're at 70-ish. There it is. I made a wrong turn, but that's the door. Last Mediarama. Okay, reset. So here we want to use Mediarahan to top everyone off. For Magatama, you want Satan. So you want to make sure that everyone nulls death that you're going to use. If you do, he is a lot less scary. So Daisojo is going to be our healer. I am a little concerned that his vitality is so low. He doesn't even have over 400 hit points, for example. Meanwhile, everyone else is at least around 550. Well, it's a little shorter cell, but it's not that bad. I don't know why I'm missing so much MP. I didn't cast any spells, but it doesn't matter. So take a deep breath and open the Wicked King's Hall. A strong presence can be felt while you enter? Yes. So keep in mind this can be a very, very long fight. You withstood the attacks of the fiends, and now you stand here before me. For this feat I shall grant you audience. Come forward. Chief among those who fell from heaven. With the Angel of Darkness I lead the demons of chaos. I am Beelzebub, ruler of death and warden of souls. So you're hero, Lord Lucifer's favorite. I've heard about you. With the power given to you by Lord Lucifer, you were trying to create a new demon, correct? What, you didn't know? That's what the candelabra are for. When all the candelabra have been returned to their rightful places, a new demon of chaos will be born. I no idea how he talked you into collecting them, but I've got to say you're quite gullible. Remember this, hero. The demons of chaos are all waiting for that moment. The moment when the new demon is born and Lord Lucifer makes his final decision. The army of chaos will rise at Lord Lucifer's command. To bring about that glorious event, I will gladly assist you. But you must first demonstrate that you are worthy of my help. My true form is more suitable for this test. Anyone hear a buzzing, or is that just me? Oh crap. But Beelzebub's Lord of the Flies, if you didn't know, hence the form. Now, prove your strength to me. Unleash the demonic power given to you by Lord Lucifer. So if you're not familiar with the series, this is the form you usually see Beelzebub as. And if I'm not careful, this fight can take a half hour. Seriously. So 1... 2... Oh crap, I didn't mean to pass that. I thought I screwed that up. So I'll have 2 of each. Nah. Let's begin. I hope you don't die too easily. So that's 2 Tyrukasha, now 3. This is the second Tsukukasha. This is the first Fog Breath. Pass my turn. I'm going to be passing Wukong's turns here in a sec. So Harlot will absorb this, hence why you want her. Actually, we'll switch him over to Tsukukasha. Him to Rakunda. Final Fog Breath. So, Beels here has 16,000 hit points, which is why why it's important to keep track of. Well, you want to hammer him hard and fast early. So I'm going to do a double pass, which does waste the turn. Then we'll get the next Rakunda out. And now I'm going to start swinging at him. Mazandyne, I don't exactly have an answer to. So pass. Final Rakunda. I think he resists that, so I'm just gonna pass. And here we go. Divine Shot. So that was a 1/6 of his hit points, I believe? Roughly, yeah. So that'll replace some of my lost MP. Pass the turn. Focus. So I'll focus myself. Even though Wukong's not going to be helpful there, I'm afraid. Pray. Pass. Okay, about 1/3 of his health is gone now. And he's going to start swinging at me for real now. That was a good warm-up. Well, my subordinates are getting restless, so let's start the real battle. Feel my power, Demi-Fiend. So there go my buffs. So let's do a Tsukukasha. Double Suku. Pass. Focus. And the off chance he does not use Dakunda, I'm going to do a Tyrukasha. because I'll never hit him for over 1,000 from here on out. So I need to pray. And this, I'll be lucky if it does 500. Okay, 600. I can go alone. Hit everyone, of course. And I'll kill the harlot. So I can meditate. Pass her turn. Pass his and pray. So this is why you want to have death protection, because that will insta-kill anyone who doesn't have some sort of death protection. So I'm gonna pass the turn. Rotunda. Fog breath. Wow. Normally that shouldn't happen. But anyway, right here we want to pray. Mazianka, that's going to instantly end his turn. So let's do a Taru. I'm hoping he doesn't use Secunda here, because I'm going big in the debuffs. Come on, lead off with the Mazianga again. Damn it! So, Rakunda here. Pass. Divine Shot. Did 1,000, that's good. Pass, and I want to meditate here so I can get my MP back. Do not swing for Demi Feet. Crap. Deathflies. Damn. So right here we need to pray. It's possible he could miss someone with this. Of course he doesn't. So let's see, he did not focus, which means I should be safe here. And just to play it safe, I'm going to go ahead and Fog Breath, even though I can only do this 2 more times. That's not too bad, I didn't really have anything big. Okay, this time I want to make sure I heal. So pass. We're gonna pray right here. Pass. I'm just gonna focus punch him, I think. Actually, I can wind cutter him. Pass. Meditate to regen. Pass. That's not bad. So there goes all the fog breaths and stuff. And yeah, he hit the person who repels. Brilliant, dude. And with the fog breath, I'm only going to use one of these. I'm going to try to save the other, but I may burn a mana item here because we're at the end of the game. This is one of the guys who actually does pose a threat to you. This should do like 400, 500. And it looks like his posture is going down. Gonna go for a big turn here. So I can pass Rotunda, pass Divine Shot, pass Pray, pass Focus. Your move. You chose poorly. Gonna do that. So right here, just to make sure everyone's topped off, if you want to be a real bastard, you could pop an attack mirror. I'm gonna have the Demi-Fiend focus, so I can go ahead and use that now. My last fog breath. It's very likely he's going to use... Or what, did he use Secunda or Dakaja? I don't remember. He used Dakaja, so the fog breath just got wasted. It would have been hilarious if he just killed himself off that. So, Harlot's empty. That sounded a lot more twisted than it did when I was thinking it. There we go. The Lord of the Flies is no more. He resists physical if you didn't notice, which is why Divine Shot is so damn good against him, since that ignores resistances. Daisojo leveled up, and he's the only one. Another point in magic. Throne leveled up, so now he has Meidirahan. Wants to talk to me? Sure, I'll speak. Seems that yet again I've underestimated you. I present this to you as a sign of my fealty. A ruby. So real quick, in case you're wondering about Throne, I think it's the Book of Isaiah in the Bible, I'm not 100% sure. But if you're not actually that familiar with the Old Testament, if you didn't know, some of the angels, their descriptions are very much along the lines of like eldritch horrors. So, some neat trivia for you guys. Anyways, Cathacha now has Force Repel. And Harlot only got 27 MP back. In case you're wondering what Mana Aid does, it gives you some mana back at the end of every fight. Refill gives it to you as you walk. Mana Aid just gives it to you, I believe, for winning. I don't know if you still get it if you run. But anyway, with that out of the way, I want to switch my Magatama back to Gundari. And check it out. It's safe to walk around here now. Hey, it's Doc Dark. So yeah, I really don't care that I didn't talk to him. Can't use the map, I meant to push square. I don't even have enough to afford his healing bill. You defeated our leader? Wow. Then you should look for the star key. It can unlock the golden doors. It's somewhere in this labyrinth where it used to be cursed. There's another demon who knows where it is. If you can get the star key, then maybe you can make it to the bottom. So in case you're wondering, they're trying to tell you, hey, remember the Second Kalpa's hell run? That's what you're looking for. So you get a Death Stone. That was Doc Dark right there in that cubby hole thing. Nothing there. So which door did I come through? It was the one behind me. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm a little lost. What's this one? Yeah, that's when I came through. This is the exit. This will take us back to the Eternity thing. So we can start to explore the Kalpa in earnest. I don't remember what's behind number 2. To continue on, just go down that ladder. If you want to go back, then return to the 12 meters. From the other side, the face of Kakasuchi determines where you'll end up. From this side, you can only return to the entrance. So that's fine. So right there was just a simple fight. I didn't do anything with the Harlot, and you can see she's up to 63 MP now. So we're going to go back. Now when Kakasuchi's at an odd number, can I make it? I'm in time delay mode, in case you're wondering. We need to go down here. Road to Hell. This is probably the tamest thing, but this is what we're looking for. This is so annoying. Head down, go north at the first branch. Gives us a Death Stone. Aha. So here we have another burial chamber. And this one's all filled in, so who are its occupants? A seal. So these are going to be the 3 guys from the temple, Scotty, and the other dude, I forgot his name. Albion. In case you're wondering, if you put on the black visor, you fight them. This is the time trial of sorts in the game. Too bad. This is a dead end. You spent all that precious time coming here for nothing. Just so you know, there's a place nearby that looks like a dead end, but you can actually go through it. Have fun looking for it. I wonder what he's talking about. Perhaps it's some sort of burial chamber type. So the Rakshasa are causing me to get a lot of EXP here. And now we're back. So I need to get back through here while it's at 8. This is going to put you on the quest for the bell. And this is the real annoying one. And I wonder if you guys are actually getting tired of me describing, hey, this area is real annoying, but it's a common theme with the Kalpa. So we have a mannequin here. This is a prison for souls. Once you're inside, you can never get out. But if you do find a way out, please let me know. So you want to go east. East. The sound of a bell unites a soul and a body. There was a guy who managed to escape this prison, and that's what he used to say. I wonder what he's doing now. Now you want to go north. So that's 1. Look, another demon who got lost in this prison. Do you think he can find his way out of here? I don't know. He'll probably give up and then run home and cry about it. Come on, he can't do that. Think about it. How can he run home if he doesn't know where the exit is? Oh, that's true. So, this poor demon's lost and he's all alone. How sad. Hey, you there. If you want to go home, head north. You'll find your way out eventually. Oh, you're so close. You're bound to find the exit any minute now. But which way is it? North, south, east, west? Good luck finding it. By the way, I know exactly where it is. Neat. Don't get too close, it's dangerous. Just kidding. You think this is the exit? There was a guy who escaped here, with something he called the Afterlife Bell. He was saying that the bell has the power to resurrect the dead. If that's true, I wonder if he's come back to life in a cemetery somewhere. So that's the clue we needed. So now we need to go back. And in case you're wondering, we came here specifically for the bell. We're going to be coming back here once we actually do have it. And in case you might have guessed, that's in the cemetery outside the Ginza underpass. So, which one do I want to go for? So we went full. Okay, so sidestep a little bit to get to full Kagasuchi. This will take us to the vault, if I remember. Aw, man. Can I get in half? I think half will take me here, too. 2 and 6 takes you to the little maze. Odd takes you to the road to hell. New takes you to Beelzebub. And then half and full should take us to the vault. What sucks is Kagasuchi is counting down when this place should be loaded full of mystical chests and stuff. Oops, one too many. Okay, go north, enter the door, head west to be teleported. Okay, so a word of warning. The Raptor Gur appears here. He's one of the harder demons to fuse. He's a very obscure one. And he will use Mamudo. So I went ahead and equipped Satan, so I have null death. I did level up with Gundari. I'm level 70 now, so I have the Force Strain. It's just I don't have Spiral Viper just yet. And based on how it's moving, I think I probably need one more level before then, but I could also try to pick up Javelin Rain if I want. I have to actually look at the specifics, but Kagasuchi is full. Let's open the chest. Gave me a bead of life. Bleh. So can I make it in time? get a great chakra. And we need to go south. Crud. So there's another mystical chest here. I'm going to go ahead and put a break in the video so I can go ahead and fill this up again. See you in a second. Okay, so mystical chest. Open, gives me a bead chain. Now we need to go over here. Okay, this should kick us out of the vault. And fortunately that's long enough for me to have to kill a little bit of time before we can go back. So we need to get Kagasuchi back down to half. And in case you're wondering, there are more mystical chests to get. Now you can get the rare treasure without... So as I was trying to say, it is possible to get the rare treasure out of it, like a bead chain, Balm of Rising, incense, without Kagasuchi being full. It's just the odds are less likely. So like if it's supposed to give you a Balm of Rising, instead you get a revival bead. Instead of getting getting like a ruby or something, you'd probably get like a Mazan rock, or just those are examples. So anyway, Wukong burned all of his HP in that fight. I'm gonna have Throne use diorama on him. I was gonna use my diorama, it's just I didn't know I had diorama. That's a little bit more efficient. So anyway, we will enter the corridor, so return us to the vault. So we're gonna go through the door, and this time take the east route. So we have a mystical chest, you know what that means. See you in a sec. Okay, so this is full. Open the mystical chest, we get an attack mirror, which is kind of garbage, but the game seems to value those, I guess. So we need to go south. Oops. Okay, we made it in time. So that gets another attack mirror. Okay, another point in strength for Wukong. I should also point out, in case you're wondering, Harlot has almost fully replenished her MP because of Mana Aid. I think Mana Refill may have been better in terms of speed, but Mana Aid is still fine. I should also point out the Gur and a lot of the other stuff here is weak to Expel, so that Violet Flash is definitely really worth picking up. So we need to go south. Another Deathstone, yep. So that would be the final one, I believe. So we need to go west and then south. And here is one of the tricks. What's the matter, Sonny? What's your hurry? Everybody runs right by you just like you. Now you're getting a second glance to the poor old guy on the side of the road. It's a shame what this world's coming to. You folks ought to get your priorities straight. See, sometimes you need to relax and pay no heed to the time. Don't you agree? So, my question for you guys is, have you ever played Earthbound? And you may be asking, what's the significance in this? And the thing is, if you've played Earthbound, do you remember Master Belch's password to the waterfall? And some of you that have played it are probably like, oh, so that's what this is. But for those of you that aren't in retro gaming, and I should put out a warning for you guys, Earthbound will most likely never appear on this channel simply because of how Nintendo is. Unless they change their ways, it's not happening. The whole idea behind Master Belch's password... Wait for it. You have to wait. So I tried to troll you guys a bit with the whole wait for it, but that's the whole key to this thing. So you need to wait for 3 minutes, which I believe is the same thing as Belch's password. So basically I went ahead and just set the controller down. I'm not even holding it right now, and we have about 2 minutes to talk. So this is the last stop. I'm looking at the walkthrough real quick. So I guess there's a death stone on the other side of this door. And a mystical chest, go figure. But this is our last stop before we completely leave. When we leave, we need to go get the bell, and then we're going to hit the other Kalpa on the way as we come back in. We need to make a stop on the second Kalpa before we actually completely leave the place, though, because I need to get the clue to the star key. If you want to know, it's in Asakusa. The collector mannequin has it. We need to go to that Hell Run area, get to the middle of the area. There's a demon there will say he gave it to his friend Loki. Then you go talk to Loki in Ginza. Is it Ginza or Shibuya he's in? I'm not sure offhand. But anyway, you can go talk to him there. And he'll tell you that he gave it to a mannequin or something along those lines, and since, you know, the mannequins are almost completely wiped out, there's only a couple left to talk to. And therefore, that's your clue. Hey, go speak to the collector mannequin. He'll give it to you without a fuss or anything, and then you're able to access those gold doors that we saw here and there. I don't remember there being any on the first Kalpa, but I want to say there was at least one on the second Kalpa. And then there was one on the third Kalpa, right before where we fought Dante, which is how you actually open the fourth Kalpa's final door. So yes, in case you're wondering, you cannot actually go any further down until you go get the star key. Kinda lame. So unfortunately I didn't time this down to the second, but we are approaching the 3-minute mark. I'm gonna give it about 20 more seconds here, and then we can say yes, and he'll let us through. This will alleviate my Maca problems for a good while too, so I think we can actually move this up and down because I don't want my recording software to freeze. That will crash the computer. So 3, 2, 1, time. Oh, I can see that you've been listening. You're in a hurry, aren't you? You should be on your way. Come back anytime if you'd like to talk to me again. Not happening, old-timer. So he went ahead and just warped us through the door. So here we have a death stone. Here we have 100,000 Maca. Remember how I used to be poor? Technically I still am, but it's not as bad. And then I'm going to run through Kagasuchi so we can get that mystical chest. See you in a second. Okay, so full Kagasuchi, final mystical chest, 5 smoke balls. Wow, how lavish of them. I think I might have taken a wrong turn. Yeah, I think I was supposed to go through the other one. Got a chakra drop for my trouble. Oh yeah, Persky leveled up, gave me a sapphire. For Sparna, I'm gonna get rid of Mu2D. Final skill is Diarahan. Sparna will speak. Soma Droplet. So that's actually a rare item. So we go west. This is what I went to the first time around, so we want to go south. Yeah, north south. So yeah, I kind of wonder why this walkthrough is set up that way, because if you do the part I did second first and take the east exit out, you don't have to come back in, you can just keep going. So anyway, we need to go east. yeah, 12 meters of eternity fully explored for the most part right now. So right now I'm back in live view. You can heal with Dr. Dark if you want. I don't need any MP with Wukong. And then, I don't know if I mentioned, but I ran into one of the diet building bosses here. Wasn't that dangerous. Well, it could have been, I mean. At one stage of the fight, it did knock everyone down to double-digit health. Talk. If you have any death stones in your possession, then you can call forth the deaths that you have conquered, just as you have created new demons. It all depends on the light of Kagasuchi, though. So that's your hint that Kagasuchi has to be in a certain phase in order to fuse the different demons, but you should know that if you've been following the playthrough, because I made Daisojo already. Huh, didn't know there was a mystical chest here. You're pretty strong. I'll tell you something special. Wait a minute, your party's full. If you want a new companion, make some room first and come back. And I will. Okay, Kagasuchi is full, and I'm hoping this is the last mystical chest. We get a Soma for our trouble. Nothing else over here. So now we finally get to go left. Getting close to leveling up. I'm gonna swap out Satan for Vimana so I can try to get the Javelin right. I don't know how that actually compares to Tempest, though. But anyway, here we are on the left route that we were told, hey, don't go over here for. Have you been using the shafts that connect the Kalpa? I heard that your innate abilities, such as your agility and strength, affect your performance in there. If you're not collecting Mecha in there, you might want to train yourself first. And a Lilim. I'm so in love with our leader. Who is he? Sorry, I can't give out his name, but he's a noble. We call him the Lord of the Flies. I can't stop thinking about him. Oh, this isn't the left path. Just making sure that is everything, though. Over here is the area we were warned about. And I don't think I'm going to be able to go to the second Kalpa in this sitting, so I'm probably going to have to go back to base and go from there. But anyway, this area will be cursed to hell and back if you come here first. Which is why I refrain from coming here. 25,000 Mecha. There's pretty much no penalty to coming here after you beat Beelzebub. And you can see it's vastly safer. Another 25,000, so I've gotten 150,000 Mecha from this Kalpa alone. This is your one place of respite, so if you do come in here, I recommend using Mana Refill. Here lies Spectre. So he wouldn't be too hard to beat. I have to figure out what AoE move I want, though. Here lies Sakahagi. Sako wishes to speak. A Dispoison. Have you been through the 12 meters of eternity yet? It can take you to different places like the vault or the maze, but I'm warning you, don't go through it when Kagasuchi shines the weakest. Why? What do you mean, why? If you wander into the Wicked King's room, you won't come out alive. Look around, buddy. Wicked King's gone. I'm the new Wicked King. Probably a Death Stone. Okay, how many of these things do I have? Are they a key item, a gem? 9. Okay. I guess most of them were hidden in here. Because I've used 2. There are... Okay, they actually do give you 1 spare, I guess. Assuming there aren't any in the 5th Kalpa. But yeah, that concludes our business here. For now. It was dangerous ahead. was very dangerous. I mean, it was extremely dangerous. It's a thing in the past, though. So... I have 30 minutes. Do I want to try to... No, I'm just going to play it safe. Once we get to the save point, I'm going to stop. Kind of wondering if it's cheaper to use a Dr. Dark on an earlier Kalpa rather than... actually using the fountain. I wonder if agility affects how fast you can punch or how often. It's like if you have enough, can you just permanently punch? 165, so I think I dropped my 100 Maca coin somewhere. That'll get me by. So this is the save point. I'm gonna put a break in for now, but we're doing the entire Kalpa, so this will only be a second split for you. Okay, so off camera I went ahead and went to Osakusa to heal everyone up, and we are currently in the second Kalpa. So we need to go a little bit further in. I'm not too concerned about battles at the moment, but I may come to regret that statement if I run into someone that's just gonna spam Voodoo or something. I don't know if this was always here. Guy Messiah, okay, he's signed by the two Colts. Okay, I forgot I was about to level up. Let's put this one into agility. Javelin Rain, what do you got to offer? Physical, mute all enemies. I'm a little concerned about the mute. I'm gonna pass on it after all. Because I know it can crit, which is why it's kind of tempting at times. I mentioned before I didn't really want to bother with any of the status effect moves, and unfortunately I didn't know Javelin Rain was one of those. But anyway, next level up will give me Spiral Viper, that'll replace Divine Shot. And then I'll probably start working on this, because I have to find an AoE move. I don't know what the final thing in Vimana is. Kamurogi might have something, it's just, I really hate to wear it. Suggest Gandari. Anyway, we need to get up here to this top left door. So here we need to make a left. I could pop a Stoma, it's just, it's not going to have as much effect, so that's why I'm not being kind of stingy, I know. The guys in the Cursed Hall will be, like, diet building strong. Fourth Kalpa strong. Yeah, this way. And it's the middle door? Yeah. So is it safe to travel now? The curse has been undone. You can go now. So check it out. If you remember how much anguish this caused me the first time, it's now somewhat safe to travel other than the whole demons occupying it thing. And you know what? I'll leave a Stoma off. I may show some of the fights here. But the entire thing is a spiral. That's the exit like last time. I genuinely have no idea what that Mischief move does. Gave me a Dakaja rock, that's one of the better rocks. I'm kind of curious, because normally I don't even bother with Loki. Okay, it's some sort of advanced recruitment move, I guess. So there'll be another door leading out from here. And it's right there, so you can see it spirals outward too if you need to make a quick escape. In the event you were like me and wandered in a little too early, and you don't actually have the stats to brute force your way through. So the freed is what we're looking for. Alright, I'll tell you something you might want to know. My drinking buddy is somewhere up in Tokyo having a drink. He's got the key that opens the golden doors. Okay, note to self. Try to show this fight. This is the big bad guy you have to worry about on the second call, but he is supposed to be level 75. I think I pointed this guy out when I was in the Cathedral Shadows because I confuse him. He is extremely dangerous early on in the game. Now... he can take a hit, that's for sure. I don't know what he's weak to exactly. Preach died so good. And it's a shame we can't recruit this thing. But it's dead now. It's worth 756 at this stage of the game, but early on that would be worth a fortune, I bet. So anyway, the whole reason we came into the second Kalpa was just to talk to him. So go ahead and take the doors out. I don't know if you can actually get the gold key early, or if you do have to beat Beelzebub first. So yeah, if you want to level on the second Kalpa, this is the place for you. I almost walked right past the door. So I think I'm going to cut the way out of here, and we're going to skip over to Shibuya, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we needed to come to Ginza, not Shibuya. It was a different club in Shibuya. But anyway, we need to find the drinking buddy of that Ifrit. Do you know who that might be, Nix? Nikawa's after the Makatsuki in the Dai building. You probably could have guessed that. Look, do you know anything? Oh, you again. What? The star key? It's in my stomach. As liquor, of course. I sold it to a curious mannequin. I needed the money since my room was raided. Know what I mean? Are you implying something, Loki? Because that's really rude. So that was your hint that's in Asakusa, by the way. Not many mannequins left for one. So anyway, our destination now is Ikebukuro. And we're not quite done in the fourth Kalpa. We still have to actually use the bell. And I think there was a treasure room I missed. So what we're looking for is this way. I could also create the inventory space in my team to buy the demon from the shady broker, since I now can afford it. How did I miss this? Demon. Ikebukuro was busy after all. I don't remember which way I came from. I think it's right there in the cemetery. Yeah. The mannequin over there died. He died the instant he became human. You see, humans can't live in the Vortex world. May his soul rest in peace. There's a stain in the shape of a human. Something is in its hand. Will you take it? Yes. And there's the Afterlife Bell. that's pretty much what we came here for. So now we need to get to the terminal and head to Asakusa. Then we can return to the fourth Kalpa to finish things. Should also mention by maxing Gundari, it's possible I'll cease to be a fiend and become something else. Still not used to Asakusa being in the middle of the list instead of the bottom. Oh well. I'll be back to that corner. The mannequins are falling apart since the dream of their world and Futomimi are both gone. I'm not a Musubi, but I think they should have respected themselves more. So this kind of goes back to the whole twitching thing. But basically they never really were all there. I got this from a demon for 60 Maka the other day. It's called the Star Key. But I'm not interested in it. I'm only interested in man-made items. So I'll give it to you if you'd like. You want it? Sure. Here you go. Receive the Star Key. Hope you enjoy the rest of your shopping. So yeah, now we're gonna jump back to the fourth Kalpa. Okay, here we are back in the third Kalpa. So we're right here in B1, and is it just me, or is... Hey, who's... Yo! The Emperor has returned! I want his autograph, yo, so I'm gonna go look for him. The Emperor, you say? Let's see... These are two-way doors, let's open this up. One of these stupid... I hate these so damn much. Like I say a couple times, it's supposed to be the best way to farm Maka. It's just, I have no interest in it. Got 800 Maka from that, magic mirror. So why do they have one of these here if you have to use this key to get here? That makes little to no sense to me. Anyway, that's... I want to look around and see if the Black Frost is there, but otherwise I'm just going to blow this part off. Okay, so cutting to the Wicked King's Hall, there's a door over here that I didn't go through just because I was in a hurry to get out before something killed me. So 66,666 mecha and 3 mystical chests. Now there are enemies in this room, so be aware. I should probably just play it safe and pop in Satan for the time being, so I'm immune to death. I'm not going to get enough EXP to level up in one fight, so it's not a big deal. So we got a magic incense, I could definitely use that. Strength incense, I cannot use that. And 3 diamonds. But anyway, this room is completely safe if you haven't noticed. There's no encounters here, so by all means run circles in this place to fill up Kakasuchi if you need to. Feel free to abuse these oases whenever one comes up. That's right, no map here, but because we're in the 12 meters of eternity. So this is the door out. It was supposed to be. So I don't think I've ever actually gone down there with you guys yet, but we need to go back into the labyrinth, and I think that's at 2 Kakasuchi. Okay, we're at 2 charges on Kakasuchi, so we need to go to the first fork all the way north. And Wukong seriously just one-shot everything. So we're gonna go down to the throne and have him pop a diorama on Wu, so I can do that again in another fight if need be. Okay, so... then head west. Escape from this prison, you might as well give up all hope. Just look at me, I'm going absolutely nowhere. So, tell me, does this guy look familiar to you by any chance? Work hard every day. That's how people should lead their lives. I contributed to society by doing just that. My company grew as a result and became highly regarded. Do you think my life is a success? Nope. I see. Yeah, you might be right. Just when I thought I achieved happiness, my fortune collapsed like a house of cards. You should be careful. You never know what tomorrow may bring. So much time has passed, yet my soul still burns with rage. I should have taken revenge back then for what that boy did to me. And since you have power beyond that possessed by an ordinary demon, would you be willing to lend my wandering soul to salvation? Yes. You rang the Afterlife Bell. Its pure tone fills the air. Ah, I can see my black heart. A new shape surrounds it. I am in a place that gives rise to many demons. The soul vanished. So now we need to go back. So Wu is literally one-shotting everything just by critting it. Thing stinks, you can have it. Attack mirror. The one thing that sucks is House of Hoppa, I believe, takes 40, somewhere like 30 to 40, no, it'd have to be 35 to 40% of your HP. So I can only use it twice before I have to have someone heal him. Okay, that reset the position. Does that talk to the old soul? From the first fork, go all the way east. The sound of the bell unites a soul and a body. There was a guy who managed to escape this prison, that's what he used to say. I wonder what he's doing now. So you have to remember, the mannequin who rang this died immediately. So, the old soul went to a place where demons arise. And tell me if this young soul seems familiar to you. You're a strange-looking demon. I got a question for you. Do you think it's wrong to kill until your heart's content? Nah, I'm a demon after all. I knew you'd understand. Yeah, I killed lots of humans when I was still alive. They're all the same, just flesh and blood under a thin layer of skin. But to tell you the truth, deep down inside, I've always wondered what it'd be like to feel warmth and kindness. I lived my life causing nothing but pain and suffering for others. I never felt bad about it, and I don't regret living that way either. But when I met that girl, the words just slipped out of my mouth. Everybody has kindness in their heart. Why the hell did I say that? Maybe I was just curious what warmth and kindness feel like. If I could live my life again, I'd want to be the kind of person who is liked by everyone. Damn it, what am I saying? Why am I getting all emotional? You're really one weird demon. I've never told anyone about these feelings before. Hey, by any chance, would you be able to guide my soul from here? Yes. You rang the Afterlife Bell. Its pure tone fills the air. I guess it's time to say goodbye to this place. The part of my soul that I was missing, the me that I really wanted to become, it's gonna wait with other demons for a new life. The soul vanished. So, in case all of this went over your head, the old businessman was Sakahagi, and the young soul was Fudomimi. So you can see Fudomimi was a serial killer in his actual life. And then his desire to feel warmth and kindness caused him to become the leader of the mannequins. Meanwhile, Sakahagi's rage and desire to ruin Fudomimi caused him to become the serial killer mannequin Sakahagi instead. And by ringing this bell for both of them, they are now both able to be fused in the Cathedral of Shadows. That's what they mean by they're waiting where demons gather. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and then I will pick up at the, what's the place called? The 12 Meters of Eternity. So on the other side of the 12 Meters of Eternity, it doesn't matter which way you go. You just reach the ladder, go down the ladder. Fry a Nix while you're at it. Hey, you activated the switch. Now you can move on. Good luck. This right there is the way forward. Let's peek in here. Well, it's not death. That's good. We get a Tetraja Rock. It's almost like they're trying to tell us we're going to be fighting some strong light elemental next, you know? You look worn out. Would you like to rest? Pass. So I don't know where the shady broker is that sells you the gear of Melkali. I want to say it's the one in this Kalpa, but it may be the next one. I'm not sure. If you're wondering what's so special about the gear of Melkala, it's hard to block the guy, and I'll leave it at that. Mainly, if you get that thing, it's for fusion purposes. Anyway, we have reached the entrance to the 5th Kalpa. Let's look inside the peephole and see what happens. So I believe this is the last one. This is when they'll talk about Hijiri and the mannequins. At last, you've restored all of the candelabra to their rightful places. I promised earlier that I would answer all of your questions, sparing no detail. It may have occurred to you that the candelabra were not in fact stolen. Several people have said that up until now. In truth, my master gave them to those whom he deemed worthy. I must apologize for not being honest with you, but there is a reason. If you listen to what I have to say, I'm sure you will understand. The forces of light and darkness have fought throughout the universe, even beyond the flow of time. Their battles have affected every living being in existence. Demons and humans are no exception. They have simply been cogwheels in the infernal machine called war. And the war still rages on, even as we speak. However, one individual vowed to put an end to this eternal war. He decided to create a demon of chaos, one that would inherit his will, and enter the final battle against the forces of light. The fiends were prepared for the creation of that demon. He believed that by challenging and overcoming death, the demon would become the fruit of destruction, the black hope that we awaited for so long. That is what he and my master planned. The fiends of the Labyrinth of Mala were ordeals meant to test you. One fiend challenged you unaware of the truth, while another fiend fell to you, dreaming of a future of chaos. Yes, this was all in preparation for the final battle. You have vanquished all the fiends, and now you stand here just as he hoped. A demon with the strength to become the champion of chaos. Hero, will you lend your strength to us, for the sake of all who live in darkness? I cannot force you to help us. If you choose to walk the path of a human, then there is no need for you to return here. But if you have doubts about the laws of the universe, about fate, or the providence of the Absolute One, then you should come to us at the very bottom of the labyrinth. There you shall be born again as a full demon, body and soul. Let me conclude by telling you about a human who has crossed your path. One who is drifting, being kept alive by fate. It is my master's wish that you listen before deciding upon a path to take. The man I'm referring to was known as Hijiri in your previous world. He died, but as fate would have it, he carried on in the Vortex world. Think back to when you first met him, to when the conception occurred. Yes, he did lose his life like all the others. As he was heading to the hospital where you already were, the conception began and his life ended. Did it not seem odd to you that he was in the Vortex world unaffected, unchanged? It was all because of the mortal sin which he committed. He was a being toyed with by fate, condemned to carry the burden of atonement forever. His punishment was to see with his own eyes all that happens in the world, to record the balance of events through the ages. A task as endless as scooping water out of the sea with a cup. He was condemned to wander the infinite span of time. Man can change the course of his next life by his karma, but that privilege was taken away from Hijiri. Though his body may perish, his soul will remain unsaved. He must continue on with his task. He lives a cursed eternal life, just like a demon. Watch and record the history of the world. Witness the entirety of the endless war between order and chaos. That is your punishment for your unforgivable sin. Do you understand now? By the will of Amala, he was given a life of torment, and he emerged in the Vortex world without realizing that he had died. Soon after, your paths crossed again. That is probably because you have the potential to affect the course of the new world. So by accompanying you, he has unknowingly been fulfilling his destiny. Tragically, he has no memory of his sin, his punishment, or even his death. He believes that he survived the conception and has acted accordingly. As for the result of his efforts, you already know the outcome. In the body of a mannequin, Hijiri challenged those vying for creation, and he lost his body once again. He is now on a journey to a new land of suffering, but his will can never be freed, and his sin never redeemed. Do you want your life to be predestined as well, or would you rather choose your own actions? If you do not wish to be ruled by destiny, if you would prefer to walk with the demons on a new untrodden path, then please come visit my master. You can open the door ahead with the candelabrum I gave you. Will you come meet my master? I will. Then we will be waiting in the deepest part of the labyrinth. I will open the way to the last door. Please use the candelabrum and come and see us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Until then. So right there she told you we've used all the candelabrum we got from all of the fiends already. So in order to open the 5th Kalpa, first we have to play a minigame. And there's nothing here for us to talk to. No soul, no Arhabaki, nothing. So this is probably my biggest... No, I don't think that's my biggest haul, but you can see as you get more of those blue coins, they double in value, and so once you know where they all are, you can easily go through there and rack up a few thousand Maka each spin. There's a huge pedestal. Will you light the candelabrum of sovereignty? The candelabrum has been lit. And with that, we're going back to the entrance, because it's time to wrap up this video. We completed all of our business, we have all of the backtracking done, unless we wanted to challenge the burial chambers. I'm still really on the fence about that. It's a pretty significant time sink, I'm afraid. And then if you miss one in sequence, they reset in value. I got medicine. So how much HP did that cost? Not too bad. So yeah, next order of business is reaching the very bottom. There's all sorts of loot that you can get too. The main thing though is... I don't know if I should spoil it, what the actual reward is. I don't know, I'll think about it over the course of the next video. But until then, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.